Appearing on the tropical BBC series Morning Live on Tuesday, property expert and Homes Under the Hammer star Martel Maxwell became overcome by emotion during a heartbreaking chat about dementia. The 46-year-old lost her own father to the devastating illness and explored the topic of young-onset dementia, meeting a woman whose husband was diagnosed at just 58 as well as a 34-year-old with the condition. During a scary interactive experience showing non-affected people what it feels like to live with the condition, the presenter once again burst into tears. Barbara and her daughter Lizzie shared the story of their husband and father Rob, who was diagnosed with the illness. Barbara got in touch with the show following a segment on actor Bruce Willis, who at 68 has been diagnosed with dementia. Rob is now totally housebound, she explained, adding, has pretty much bedbound. He can't tell me how he feels, he can't explain, he can't verbalize. My aim now is just to make sure that he's never scared. Explaining her own story to the camera, Martel stated, in 2021, I lost my own dad to Parkinson's-related dementia. I'd actually only known him for the last 11 years of his life after I found him, had been a missing person. And I'm so grateful I got to know him, but it just wasn't long enough. What's the hardest part, would you say, of Rob and your dad's condition? Martel asked Barbara. There's probably several, one is the actual fact that your role changes, explained Barbara. She continued, you stop being the wife and the best friend and you become the carer. What you don't realize at the time is actually you're grieving, and it's almost a circular grieving because it never stops, and once things change you start again. Don't miss Coronation Street exit as fans work out tragic ending for Roy. Reaction: Coronation Street Stacey makes life-changing decision about Daniel. Exclusive: Alison Hammond's big This Morning announcement slammed by fans. Latest: so I was basically a grieving widow in a way, Barbara said as she took a tissue to her face as she became tearful. An emotional Martel replied, you're witnessing the body going away and the mind going away, so the man there in bed. You can't talk or anything anymore, but it's still Rob. She added, of course, you're going to cry, of course, you are, don't feel bad, I'm crying. Later, Martel took part in a virtual experience which cast her into the life of someone with dementia. She wore special glasses and headphones while flashing lights surrounded her as she was instructed to carry out everyday activities. I feel quite claustrophobic, she remarked, adding, people's faces feel quite distorted. Getting choked up, she added, I find it really upsetting because it's an awful, confusing situation to be in. It must be awful and I don't really know what it'd do. I'm meant to put matching socks on a bed and I can't see any socks. It's absolutely exhausting if this is your life and you're just constantly confused. Taking off the glasses afterwards, Martel cried as she described how hard she found the experience. The feeling was what really upset me, the feeling of not being in control and the feeling of being like a child and someone is trying to push you around, she stated. Morning Live airs on weekdays from 9:15 a.m. on BBC One.